Hey, I'm Aja A, and welcome to Sunshine Haze. Don't forget to check out all the links that I have listed down in the description box, and if you like the video, please give me a little thumbs up. If you have any questions after the video is over, feel free to drop them down below. I try to respond to everyone. And if you all know people interested in astrology, numerology, tarot, or whatever I'm talking about on this channel, go on and send them this link. And don't forget to hit subscribe. And of course, thanks for tuning in and rocking with me. May this info help y'all live your best lives. Peace. Hey y'all, welcome back to SunshinehazeCo. I'm Aja A. I apologize for the delay on y'all's videos, but Mercury retrograde took me out literally in like the last couple days of it. I got locked out of my accounts and my phone. I couldn't upload anything, do anything, so I am sorry, but I'm back. I'm here. These are your monthly messages, your tarot forecast for the month of November. This video is for my G's, for my peoples, for my folks, my Cancers like myself, Cancer Sun, Moon, and Rising. So before I get into it, if you feel like what I'm saying is not resonating with you, check out your Moon and or Rising sign, which I will have linked down below in the description box. I also got hella other videos down there that I'd like you guys to watch for the month of November, talking about the current energies that we'll be dealing with. I also got a couple of other free readings up there as well. With that being said, I offer personal readings through my Etsy shop. You can book one there. I also have healing jewelry, smudge blends, candles, personalized natal chart and numerology reports, all of the divination tools, all the spiritual wellness tools. If you are interested in any of that, go on and go on and support a black business, a black owned business, a black woman owned business like Sunshine Haze Co. It is truly appreciated. Thank you. This is going to be your typical 4-card spread looking at the overall energy for the month of November, any challenges or obstacles that you might be facing during this month. And because we're dealing with your sister sign, Scorpio's energy for most of the month, going to be pulling a card. Well, I pulled the card already, looking at where you need to bring in some transformation, what aspect of your life needs to be transformed during this month. And as always, a quick little soul message, something extra for you to take away with you from this spread. So let's get right into it, Cancer. I don't know if y'all could see the spot in the shuffle part of this video because it is sped up, but when I pulled this card, I was like, rolled my eyes because I have already come to this point to where I know that there is this type of work that needs to be done. We've got spiritual cleansing in the overall energy for the month of November. So we're in the season of change, okay? And we're in, for the most part of November, in our sister water sign, Scorpio's energy. Scorpio, when I think of the water signs, I think of like Cancer as like sitting at the bottom of the ocean, like chilling. Like we got clear waters if we want them, we got muddy waters if we want them. I think of Scorpio like chilling in the murky waters, not because they're dirty. Scorpios aren't dirty, don't don't tell your Scorpio, don't show this video to your Scorpio friends. But Scorpio has to do with the mysteries and the depths and the darkness. So Scorpio, we don't even see, unless they decide to come out. And then Pisces just be swimming around freely in the ocean. So what I get here during Scorpio season, we are in the murky waters, and Cancer, you're out of place there, okay? That's not where you're really trying to be. You're not trying to be in the mystery. You're not trying to be in the shade and scoping through all the secrets and stuff. You're moving into a different part of your life, a different chapter of your life right now, okay? And so you've got spiritual cleansing, but right now we're chilling in this murky water energy for the month of November. So things are confusing, things are hazy, things are swirling all over the place. You might feel a little heavy, you might feel a little like held down, if that makes sense, energetically speaking. But with that being said, this card coming up is saying that this is the month where you actually need to take the time to start clearing out that energy, start clearing out that space, so you can get rid of those feelings, so you can lift that chip off of your shoulder, so that you can breathe, so to speak, Cancer. When I pulled the card, the first thing that I got was that during this month, you do need to really focus on actively healing, actively cleansing, actively spiritually progressing. So that means you need to meditate this month, Cancer, on whatever it is that you need to meditate on. But by way of the cards, I would suggest, especially if you listen to guided meditations, working with some meditations in regards to cleansing, in regards to healing, in regards to release, okay? And You could also do some sort of like physical detox, physical cleanse. You could do like, you know, they got like, it's like a lemon water, cayenne, I don't know what's in it, but like you can get on the internet and look up some like some detoxes, some natural detoxes. You can also do you could buy a detox, but I'm not into that. I suggest holistic things, okay? You can make your own detox at home, and you can buy ingredients that are very cheap. You probably already got most of the stuff that you would need laying around the house. Um, but what I mostly picked up on for this Cancer, and yeah, I'm about to come at us really quick, is your vices. I'm gonna get scientifically spiritual on y'all for a second. I read a book on auras a few months ago, and I read in a section of the book it talked about putting different chemicals and different things into your body, and doing different actions that are not necessarily. And the thing is, putting the chemicals into your body, listen, I'm the last person that's going to tell you to stop smoking, to stop drinking, to stop doing your psychedelics, to stop doing what makes you happy, to stop eating all the good foods, all the fatty foods, all the fried foods. I'm the last person. I'm not going to tell you that. I like to indulge, okay? Live your best life, but everything in moderation. However, with the spiritual cleansing card coming up here, what it is telling me is that Cancer, you maybe have not taken many breaks. And this is not to say that you are wilding out. You could be somebody that literally might drink a glass of wine every night before you go to bed, or you might drink a glass of wine once a week, or you might drink some shots every couple of weeks. Not to say that you're out there wilding. Or you might smoke some weed every night before you go to bed, or you might, you might only socially smoke. You might do psychedelics here and there. Not to say you're out there going balls to the wall. Okay? This is just saying that you may not have actively come to a space to where you have said, I need to cleanse my energy of the things that I am putting in my body. Okay? Like I said, what I get mostly with this card is the vices. What we realize this, but by the time we realize it, it seems it's like it's almost too late. Our vices, everybody has vices. I'm not saying to not have vices. Like I said, live your best life. Our vices can become habitual, and sometimes our habits can become detrimental to our mental and also to our physical health. So during this month, whatever your vices are, I'm speaking more towards physical vices, but there could be some habits that you have that are coping mechanisms, that are things that you really don't need to be doing. That's something too that could be coming in by way of the spiritual cleansing. But in regards to the physical things, the foods you're putting in your body, the chemicals you might be putting in your body, the vices you could be putting in your body. Right now, during the month of November, I would suggest actively taking a little bit of a break, actively taking a time to stop. And going back to what I was saying about the aura book, when we put certain things into our bodies, it can discolor our auras. So specifically, I read a line on when you smoke. Now, I don't know if this is true for marijuana, but they were referring to tobacco in the book. When you smoke tobacco, it discolors your aura with like a mustard yellow color. And I mean, unless you like mustard yellow, like that's not that appealing if you got like a purple aura. You know what I'm saying? Unless you really, really with the Lakers, RIP to Kobe. So with that being said, this is a time to cleanse. This month, you need to take some time to loosen the grip on your vices. And I think this is coming in to let you know that you don't need to be dependent upon whatever it is that you feel like you need to be dependent upon to make it through your days, Cancer. You need to do some releasing and cleansing physically and spiritually, and that is very important for you during the month of November, because we are deep in the middle of the season of change, okay? The second card that I have coming up in the spread for us Cancers is in the position of our crossing energies, the obstacles that we might be facing, and we've got the Ace of Swords. I don't like seeing this here in this position. Ace cards are some of my favorite cards when I read tarot. So in this reading, what I am getting with the Ace of Swords, and you guys, swords is the air element. It's our mental, our clarity, our perspective, okay? We've got spiritual cleansing here, and you've got the Ace of Swords, which points to a brand new something coming in, a brand new perspective, a brand new light, a brand new life, so to speak, okay? I'm always talking about live your best life, spiritual cleansing. Obviously, you cleansing because you're trying to set up to live your best life. I already know that's where this reading is going, but we got details in here that you need to know, okay? You are supposed to be coming into something new. Your energy is supposed to be shifting. you have this card as a crossing energy, as a crossing position. And what this does tell me is that if you do not start on this spiritual healing, this cleansing, this release, these meditations, taking a little bit of a break, doing a little bit of a detox, whatever it is, resetting your energy, however you see fit, okay? And I say that because people think when you go to detox or when you go to stop doing something, you have to follow a certain set of rules. No, especially when it comes to the spiritual game, you do what you feel pulled to do and you do what you feel comfortable doing, okay? So whatever it is that is going to come in by way of the spiritual healing, you have to really put your energy into doing that, because if you don't, you're blocking what's coming in for you. And there's a lot of pop and positive energy here coming in for you with this Ace of Swords. Like it's swift and it's meant for you. I always think of the Ace of Swords, although it is a knife, I always think of it as like an arrow also, like cutting straight through whatever it needs to cut through to get you to where you need to be, into the spaces you need to be in, into the headspace that you need to be in. So I talk about turning these crossing cards into upright positions in most of my readings. This one is no different. We need to, during the month of November, really focus on what it is that we need to release, because we can't get to where we need to be without doing so. And in order to get to the spiritual cleansing and whatever else is coming up in the rest of this spread, you got to take this Ace of Swords, you got to take this knife and cut some of that shit out. And so that is the message. You got to cut some things out, cut the cords, cut whatever you got going on, cut your losses, cut the dead weight, cut whatever is weighing you down, whatever is dirtying up your aura, discoloring your aura, whatever is murkying up your waters. It's time to clear it out in the month of November, or at least start clearing it out in the month of November with the intention of getting rid of it, okay? That's very important. Don't just do work just because you think you have to. When you start doing these things and taking these actions, you have to do it with the intention of, no, I am doing this I'm doing this meditation because I want to clear up some energy. Nah, I'm gonna just do this meditation because I think I need to do some meditations, okay? Be intentional in the way that you move during the month of November, because it is a season of change and you're creeping up on your half-year point, okay? Once you hit that halfway mark, you want to tip the scales towards what it is that you're trying to come into, okay? The next card that we got coming up in our spread is in the position of where we need to transform our energy, and we've got the Knight of Swords. And so in this deck, it carries the energy of methods. And it's also, this card also carries this energy of sticking to your plans and you know, doing your due diligence so that you can see a successful outcome. And so that's what needs to be transformed. Cancer, we are creatures of habit, but we are also creatures of comfort. So if we're comfortable, that becomes the habit, and the work that needs to be done kind of gets pushed to the side. We like, oh, it's comfortable in this shell. I like the temperature of the water over here. I like the sand. I like these snacks. I'm gonna kick it. I'm gonna cool it right here. I know I got work to do, but right now I'm comfortable. Cancer, I said this already. We're in the season of change. This is not the time to be comfortable. I'm already feeling it, and this is what is going to be popping up for us during this month. You are going to be pulled out of doing what it is that you want to do, and not necessarily like, oh, I aspire to do this. No, like doing what it is that keeps you comfortable, being in your little cozy homes, okay? November is not really going to allow that for you. You're going to get pulled out. You're going to have to go outside. You're going to have to do things. You're going to have to do some work. And that is because you have things coming in. You have success coming in. You're coming into some new, different spaces, some new energy, some new chapters. But, you know, right now, and I get it, Cancer, it's starting to get cold. We like, no, it's really comfortable inside where I'm at, underneath my blankets with my snacks, okay? Like, I'm really not trying to do all that right now. But guess what? We got to do all that right now, because Ace of Swords, this is an initiative energy. This is you sitting pretty is not a thing for us here during this month. We got a lot of work on a higher level to do. And with that being said, I was talking about methods with this card, okay? You have to adhere to your methods in regards to your healing process. So you may have to sit down and do like a little routine. Like I actually have been doing. I wake up in the morning, I write a to-do list for myself because I haven't been into my planner, so I have like index cards, and I will write meditate, and then I will write like a list of meditations that I want to listen to, or that I feel that I need to listen to. And then I'll write pull a card for yourself, and then I'll write, you know, do your exercise, blah, 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 and then I'll get to the list of the work that I have to do. So you may have to actually sit and come up with a routine and then adhere to your routine. This card coming up here is saying this is what needs to be transformed. You're going to have to get a little uncomfortable during this month, Cancer, uncomfortable into a routine that you will eventually become comfortable with, because it's going to become normal. You're going to get used to it. Okay? And so once you do that and you adhere to what you need to do to release these energies by way of this spiritual cleansing, spiritual healing, you'll also be in a way to where you have put yourself into this almost mechanical type of movement, to where when you get to the point of where you got to do the work to get yourself to living your best life, it'll be like second nature. You won't feel like, oh, this is work that I got to do. Oh, I'm uncomfortable. Oh, I don't want to do this. Nope. You'll feel like, oh, okay, there's something I got to do. I'm going to do it. ABC, done. On to the next. What's the next chapter? Okay, what's the next step? All right, success. Let's do the next thing. And before you know it, you'll be in that position that you have been manifesting for yourself positive intentions, those types of manifestations all this time, okay? So get a routine popping during this month by way of your healing and by way of just your regular work in general, okay? Last card we have coming up is just confirming what I have been saying through this whole reading. We've got the rainbow. And you guys, when I was shuffling, because I was irritated by pulling the spiritual cleansing card, I promise y'all I was praying. I was like, please let me pull a card that I have not seen already in these readings, because I've seen the Knight of Swords quite a bit already in quite a few readings. I'm like, and please give me a good card, because like obviously we got to do some work during this month. And out comes the rainbow. Okay, so somewhere over the rainbow there is a pot of gold. There is something waiting for us at the end, maybe a little leprechaun with the pot of gold, but literally somewhere over the rainbow there's something new for us. This is a card that carries the energy of transition, and I keep saying that we are changing, we're supposed to be coming into new spaces, and right now it's not completely clear because we have so many things muddying up our waters, and we've got to clear it out. So keep in mind, Cancer, that as you make the moves and as you know these routines start to seem a little heavy, because as you clear out dense energy, you might feel a little heavy physically and energetically. As these routines start to seem like, I don't really want to do this anymore, I kind of feel like I've done what I needed to do. No, you got to stick to your guns, okay? You have to do that because you're doing it for whatever is on the other end of this rainbow. You're doing it for whatever reason. There's a pot of gold over here, okay? And you know what? I'm going to go off script real quick, and I'm going to do it for us because why not? Because we Cancers, right? I'm curious to see healing and releasing and coming into this clarity and sticking and adhering to our methods and our courses of action. What is this rainbow going to be bringing us into? What is this positive change coming in for us? What is this rainbow bridge taking us over to? What is our pot of gold? Cut the deck and cut that again. Ooh, I'm gonna take both of those. Baby, yo, why? Wow. Koi fish. Okay, and that comes with good luck. And then we've got the stars, which comes with infinite. And I did want to mention that 35 here with the numerical energy breaks down to 8, which is the number of infinity cycles, karma, okay? Big changes coming in. Major changes for our lives coming in. Changes that are really going to shift things up. I think I said this already, tip the scales, but we've got the koi fish here. I said, what is the spiritual cleansing? What is actually adhering to this work going to be doing for us? And we've got the koi fish and the stars. So clearing this energy out is going to be bringing us into alignment with such a positive energy, putting us into a space to where we are open And even putting, you know, what you put out is what you get back, to where our energy is in alignment with positivity, our energy is in alignment with abundance, and we're putting that energy out there, and therefore calling and really setting up the opportunities that we would like to seize for ourselves. Okay, so listen, Cancer, I know, and I'm the same way. You want to get comfortable right now, you want to stay comfortable right now, but you got to shake shit up. In November, you've got to do the work. You're going to have to do the cleansing. You're going to have to do the meditations. You're going to have to stop the drinking and the smoking for a couple of weeks, or whatever it is that your vice is. You just cool out for a second. You only got to do it for the month of November, and longer if you should decide that you need to, okay? But understand that you have to make these changes, and they don't have to be permanent changes. You just have to take a little bit of a break, and you're doing this because you need to restart, rejuvenate, reactivate your energy, okay? It's a little dull right now. It needs a spark, and it can't fully ignite with everything that's sitting on top of it right now. So you've got to do this work. You've got to cut the shit out, because how we get the rainbow, the koi fish, and the star, like, that's a popping combination to just be pulling for. Oh, where are we headed? I'm wow, I can't even believe it. Like, this is crazy. I'm excited for it. I know November is a wild month, and a lot of wild shit is happening, and it's gonna be a little dense for us. It's gonna be it might even be a little difficult, okay? But I said this in another reading for one of y'all's other signs. For what reason would you go through a storm to not experience the rainbow and the sunshine, in this case, the stars, afterwards? Okay. With that being said, fun fact: Did you guys know that there are things called lunar rainbows? I have not gone on to Google just yet to see what that is, but I read about it yesterday, and now I'm hella interested. So that's what I'm about to do after I cut this video out. But that's our reading, Cancer. That's for us. That's all I got. I hope that found y'all well. It found me well. Hope it found y'all well. Best of luck in sending you positive vibes and motivational vibes during this month to get through that spiritual healing and that spiritual cleansing. It is doable. It is work that needs to be done, because we got really popping things to come into. Okay? Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.